Today, Week 12 of the NFL season is upon us, and we've got a good one in store, as it'll be the Cleveland Browns taking on the Pittsburgh Steelers. The final playoff push is upon us. It's Week 12 of the NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports. And he won't quite make it to the 25. On the ground, this is Quinshon Judkins. And some oohs and ahs from the crowd as he jukes his way forward for a couple of yards. You look at this Steeler defense. They were very good in the victory a week ago over Cincinnati.
Yeah, they gave up 17 points, but that's about what you consider the break-even mark. If you give up 17 points a game all year long, you're thinking you're going to be a playoff team. That's what you're looking for. Room to improve, of course. A pretty nice effort.
And that one too wide and incomplete.
Had an open man that time and ended up putting a little too much heat on it, don't you think, partner?
Absolutely. Just needed a touch more air under it. Instead, he fired an absolute bullet. From the shotgun, Sanders. He's got his target. That's complete. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. 23 yards, the final tally.
Here we go.
On the draw, it's Judkins. On a determined run there as he's going to take this all the way down near the 40. Another strong gain on the last two plays. They've moved it a combined 33 yards. Operating out of Steeler territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 41. Once again, Judkins. On a nice burst there as he'll take this inside the 30 to the 28-yard line. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another 1st down. So back-to-back big runs, picking apart this defense on the opening drive.
I thought this was a passing rig. I thought this was the era we were in where the ball was always in the air, right?
They didn't get the memo.
They didn't get the memo, and I know this to be true.
Well, this is taken in. It's complete. And that's going to be caught for a Browns touchdown. A great play there with touchdown number 12 on the year. And the Browns will jump on top with the game's first score here this afternoon. Lutz with the extra point. And it's now a 7-0 game. The Browns kicking team out there now as they'll send this one away. And able to get this out to the 25. Looking to put a drive together.
Here we go. Set. 60 Eagles. 60 Eagles. Check smash. Check smash.
They'll start on the ground here on 1st down. There's some space here. But he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. Jaylen Warren with his 4th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Steelers are able to strike back quickly with an opening touchdown of their own. Extra point right down the middle. And we are tied at 7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. Lane opens here. He's past the 30. And he is out of bounds right around the 34. The Cleveland offense ready to go. Coming off every player's friend, the open week from last weekend.
Oh, there's no doubt about that. Even if you're coming off of a loss as they did, the open week is exactly what you need after you kind of get over it a little bit, right? Rest up the mind, rest up the body, get yourself ready to go. And they have to be eager to play again, especially since they lost the last time out.
Well, the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14. An inside run with Jenkins. And he'll be upended at the 33 following a gain of 3. And guess what? It brings up 3rd down. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
And this is what you want to see from a defense. Give up an opening drive touchdown, that's fine. But how about them going back out there, recommitting themselves to the task at hand, and forcing a 3-and-out and giving the ball back to their offense.
Here's Kent to return. And that's going to go in the books as a 55-yard punt. Well done. And the Steelers will go on offense here, 1st and 10. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive.
Well, partner, you know, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20.
79. Viking, 18. Warriors, 70s.
They'll set up a throw. They'll find Metcalf. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3. I think defensively you're okay with that. Here in the first quarter, he's going to get some catches, but they rallied to him quickly.
And that's what you count on, and I like what you just said. First quarter, can you do it all game long? They catch it, you tackle them, they go down on the spot. Because when you're able to do that, you don't give up big chunks of yardage after the catch, now you put the offense in a position where every series they have to work hard to pick up first downs, and you tend to stall them out when you do that.
First time they've hooked up here. Good for 17 and a 1st down.
Normally on 3rd down and short yardage, you're thinking of throwing to your tight end. It's just going to be a simple chain mover. But this time they let him roam down the field, and a nice dart picks up the 1st down and then some.
Warren will try to right side. And this is going to be a Steelers 1st down as good running gets him to about the 44. It seemed like a couple sets of eyes were on the quarterback, so he decided, hey, I'm going to hand this off. Got a good gain out of it.
And you know you need good blocking up front in order to gain yardage, but every one of these RPOs, if you do it right and they look the same, whether it's handed off inside or the quarterback keeps it, that allows you to fool the defense so often. And in this case, fooled them with the inside run.
The Steelers at 8-3 now. They come in feeling pretty good after back-to-back victories, CD.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
7-7, our score after 1. Second quarter action from Pittsburgh. It is the Steelers in control of the football as they've got it with a 2nd and 4 coming up.
Let's go now. 19 Lions. 7 Pirates. 7 Pirates.
He'll look to throw. Man open downfield, it's Metcalf. And into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. DK Metcalf, 38 yards. And the Steelers have taken the lead. The extra point splits the uprights. And that makes the score 14-7. Here's the Steelers kick team as they'll boot this one away. And he had no room to run as he's tackled down inside the 20. The Browns drive about to get started.
And they are back down to 500 following the loss last week. Consistency has been a real issue for them so far.
Brandon, you almost don't know what team is going to show up every week. I mean, there's no consistency with this ball club at all, and if we feel that way, I know it frustrates the coaching staff, and it also has to frustrate the key leaders in the locker room. They got to figure out how to get coordinated.
And you talk about great blocking up front. I don't think he was even touched, not a finger on him, until he was brought down to the ground.
I think we heard the whoosh as he went by, didn't we? Right through the gap. No one there, as you outlined. No one touched him at all. A free sprint into the secondary.
Yeah, that's what you call breaking free right there.
Well, an excellent job of finding the opening as he's got this now all the way down to the 22.
That'll move the sticks for the Browns, a gain of 12.
First down. A gain of 12. First down, Browns.
Off the play fake. Here's Sanders. And that is incomplete. Now the coverage a little too good there, and it's second down.
My first thought is surprise because that's one of the better tight ends around, and I've seen him pull in balls like this before. But how about a little credit to the defense forcing that incompletion?
And this throw incomplete. And the defender all over him that time, and it's going to lead to third down.
That play call wasn't there for them against that coverage. So they're going to spin the dial now in their playbook and come up with one more shot at the marker to try and keep this series going.
Trap 60, trap 60.
Sanders.
And this is going to be intercepted. Picked up by Jalen Ramsey.
And the Steelers are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20.
You've got to know as a quarterback that it's going to be tough to outthink this guy in the defensive backfield. He's been at it 11 years now, so he knows all the ins and outs of the position, and he's in the right spot there to come up with the interception.
They'll come out throwing here on first down. So the completion gets him just a yard, and that'll bring up second down.
Not a big window to throw. Coverage wasn't too bad there.
Yeah, they had him under wraps pretty well, but somehow able to muscle his way open and catch the ball.
Panther 60, Panther 60.
Second and 9 now.
And it's complete right back in the hands of Smith. They'll wind up getting 7 on the play. And third and 1 now.
So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down.
19, Tiger, 19. Go.
Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he will have a Steelers first down by a couple of yards as they're able to convert there on third and 1.
From the 32 now. Here's first and 10.
First and 10 at the 32-yard line.
Now run straight ahead with Warren.
And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. Second down.
4 yards on the pickup.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
We've hit the 2-minute mark of the second quarter, 14-7.
Get it. 65, 6.
Second and 6. Now he'll tuck this and run.
And they will only muster a yard here to the 38.
They made a nice effort to stick it with a loss for that play, but it's going to take more than that to keep from advancing the ball. Should be an entertaining battle anytime he tucks and runs over the second half of this contest.
70, Timberwolf.
They're going to look to throw. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And fourth down now coming up.
Results in a fourth down.
And no move to get the offense off the field. They're going on 4th and 5.
Come on. 60 Eagles, 60 Eagles.
They'll try and throw for it here.
Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete.
Now he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. 27 yards, a big play there on 4th.
So after the big play on fourth, here's 1st and 10. A handoff for Warren.
And into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. Jaylen Warren with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the Steelers go up by 2 touchdowns. Point after, right down the middle. And it's now 21-7. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Oh, good return up past the 30. And a nifty return there all the way across the 40.
And that's the kind of return you're looking for. To get to that spot on the field, that allows you to do a lot of things on offense.
The Cleveland offense ready to go.
Not an ideal way to end their previous drive. They threw the interception, Charles, after they had built up some momentum. They were moving the football, but something to at least build on for this offense as they run back out here.
Yeah, you're right about that. Up until that last play, everything was working pretty well for this offense. Gaining chunks of yardage, getting first downs, really making a push for the end zone, and looked like they had a nice rhythm going. Now you got to have a short memory here. Don't focus on the interception. Focus on what came before it and get back to it.
The Steelers now in the nickel here on 3rd down.
Here we go. Set. 60. Pass all 80.
Now Sanders. And he is caught. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. The pickup there, 5 yards.
A little football 101 there. You just see the receiver try to run down the defender, meaning he goes right at him, and really trying to move him a little bit towards the center of the field so he can put his foot in the ground and break to the out, to the sideline, and make a catch.
Well, he was hit as he threw it there, and that one winds up incomplete. So another incompletion there. He's hitting on fewer than half his pass attempts in this one, and that is not a winning formula.
Yeah, so let's make sure we give a little bit of credit to the defense here. They're giving him a lot to think about, a lot of different looks, and he seems a little bit confused trying to complete passes.
To throw now, here's Sanders. Over the middle, and it's incomplete.
The quarterback got away with one there. Looked like he was in line for a pick, but instead it's knocked harmlessly to the turf.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10.
Throwing, Sanders.
And that will be incomplete.
This defense has certainly played well so far in this game, and the coverage has been tight on just about every throw. Forced a few here so far in this game, and now it brings up 4th down.
The 3 straight incompletions, they don't care. That hasn't dissuaded them. They're going to go for it on 4th.
60 back.
They'll indeed go for it. It's Sanders.
And this will be caught by his big wide receiver.
Well, that one hurts. That wipes away what would have been a big play.
Well, you and I both know coaches aren't real big on silver linings, but at least that play call was a successful one. Now the focus offensively, that goes to overcoming the penalty and making all that yardage back again.
They'll go. Here's Sanders.
And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. A surprising move to go for it predictably, at least somewhat predictably. It doesn't pay off. And the Steelers, they're going to take over an excellent field position.
Attacking 18.
They'll try and start this drive in the air.
Got his man. It's Warren.
Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number 1.
Now a 2nd and 2.
Cowboy 80. Go.
They'll look to throw here. Short throw to Smith.
They'll get it inside the 20.
Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down.
Ready. 19 Tiger, 19 Tiger, 19 Lion.
He'll look to throw. On the RPO, he'll keep it himself. Now the pressure gets there, and he goes down just inside the 20 at the 19. And with just 1 second remaining in the first half, they'll call the timeout. And his kick is indeed good. That's it for the first half. 2 more quarters to go. We'll have plenty more to see after the break. So time for the second half as the Steelers have the lead, and they will also be receiving the football here to start the third quarter. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21.
Take over first and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive.
And they've got the lead, CD. What do you expect from them in this second half?
Well, I like what they were able to do on the ground in the first half because they had a lot of success running the ball, and I certainly think we'll see more of that. But I keep an eye on that defense, and I think their coaches up in the box will do the exact same thing. If they start to see 1 or 2 guys start to creep towards the line of scrimmage, that'll be licensed to take some shots downfield.
First and 10 at the 46-yard line.
Bronco 80. Check go.
A first carry now. This is Johnson. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. It'll be second down.
Second and 10 at the 46-yard line.
Gravity Lions.
Back to throw. A short one there to Freiermuth. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. Charles, did I just hear that right? They declined the personal foul. 3 yards, they just declined them.
And I have to think that the official is thinking to himself, did I just hear that correctly, that you declined that one? All I can think of is that someone on the field got confused. Because they had to, because you're going to take the yards on that penalty each and every time.
And too much juice. It'll be out of bounds, incomplete.
They decided the opportunity was there and launched a deep ball, but he was unable to get away from the defender, couldn't create space, couldn't uncover at the end of the route, and that one winds up incomplete.
Now an option play on second down.
The 20. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop it. A big-time gain there on the keeper, using his legs to hurt it. First down.
The 13-yard line.
Here we go. 79 Broncos. 18 Cardinal. 18 Cardinal.
Check, go get him. Go get him. Go get him.
Ready.
Looking to throw. Over the middle, complete. That's Warren. And he's in. Touchdown, Steelers. Jaylen Warren with touchdown number 3 in the game and 6 on the year. And the Steelers take the opening kickoff of the third quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead. After the roughing penalty on the PAT, they'll kick off from 15 yards further upfield. And this will be a touchback as that's nails over the end line.
At their own 35-yard line.
Looking to put a drive together. And now the first throw for the backup quarterback. Checks it down to Jenkins. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick first down.
This is what they're going to need more of. It's the third quarter. You're trailing. You've got to come out with a renewed sense of purpose, and that's a nice way to kick off the drive with good yardage and a first down.
On first down. He'll drop to throw. Rush coming, and he's taken down.
Alex Highsmith.
It'll go as a loss of about 8 as he gets in there to drop it. I don't care if you're taking it in round 1, you're undrafted, whatever. As a rookie quarterback in this league, you're going to have games where you face adversity like this.
Lessons. All the time you're going to face these lessons. The key for this guy is will he be able to bounce back in the next one, because right now, this has not been his game.
They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets him up for third down. And he's top 5 in the league in terms of receiving yardage because of plays like that. What have you seen from him on film that you like so much?
Well, I'll strip away everything else and get to what we call the moment of truth. When the ball's arriving and there's a defender there, he just comes down with the ball. He competes and takes it away. Great hands, great ability to finish the catch.
Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down.
First down, Cleveland.
Give up the middle, Jenkins.
2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
They suspected it was a power play up the middle coming at them, and boy, were they right. That defense got downhill in a hurry and limited them to just a couple on first down.
Now he's going to step up and run.
A good decision in the end to pull it and run, gets him 9 yards and a first.
I haven't met a quarterback yet that didn't enter the league with a massive chip on his shoulder if he wasn't a first-round pick. They want to show the league that they made a big mistake. Determined to get the first down there, no hesitation at all to tuck it and go. I bet he would have tried running through their entire defense if it meant reaching that marker.
And he is going to lose yardage here. He was unable to shake free there. They'll cover him for a loss of a yard. Well, they tried to swing it out left into the flat, complete, but really nice open field tackle.
And they played that one like a great boxer. They were on their toes on that one. They weren't back on their heels reacting to the play. No, they saw it, came right for it, and made a knock.
And he'll take it into the end zone for a Browns touchdown. 23 yards for the touchdown.
And the Browns are able to cut into this deficit here in the final minute of the third.
Well, with that touchdown pass, I'm going to bring up a point from earlier in the year. Some of the fans were saying, when do we turn to the rookie? Well, he's looking pretty good right now.
Yeah, I love the fact that the fans are bringing that up because I'm not the head coach. Okay, so he's got to deal with it. But I think it's a legitimate question. With the way their season is going, I think now is the time to turn the page and let him get some starts before this season is over.
And they decide fairly early here they need the ball back, so here's an onside kick. And this one travels out of bounds, so unsuccessful there on the onside kick try.
Head. 65-18, Pioneer.
They'll look to throw now on first down. Caught by Wilson. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. The Steeler first down on the pickup of 11 yards.
For a Steelers first down.
Let's go.
First and 10 at the
Cowboy
39-yard line.
On the give, it's Warren.
And he'll be brought down just outside of the 30.
133 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long.
Back now here on EA Sports. It's Steeler football, and they have the lead as well as we begin quarter number 4.
From the 31, here's second down and 2.
Ready? 68, 70 Ranger, 70 Ranger.
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. And he whips that one incomplete there.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time.
60 Maverick, 60 Maverick, Viking 18. 60 Bobcat, 60 Bobcat.
Out of the gun now on third down.
Pass taken in by his big tight end.
And they're going to have another first down as he's going to be tackled at the Browns' 13-yard line. The Steelers able to pick up 18 yards there.
First and 10 at the 13-yard
From the 13 now, they work on first and 10.
Ready.
Now a run with Warren.
And here he'll get it down to the 7. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down.
The 7-yard line. It's a gain of 5. Brings up second
Here we go.
down.
Here we go. 18. Go.
And he's got his man in stride, complete.
And the Steelers are looking at first and goal as he's tackled all the way down at the 2-yard line.
A good chance now to put this game on ice. This is first and goal.
Goal at the 2-yard line.
Warren is not going anywhere. He'll be hit and dropped for no gain at the 2-yard line.
Nothing on that one. It'll be second down.
This is where coaches have to have spent a lot of time going over situations with their players, because him getting tackled there is not the worst thing in the world. You're going to run more plays, right? Clock's going to go. But his thought process is getting into the end zone. It's counterintuitive for him to actually go down in this spot.
Yeah, and he's in. Touchdown, Pittsburgh.
Jalen Warren
Taking it in from a yard out.
And the Steelers are closing in on a third straight win as they widen the gap further here in the fourth quarter.
Extra point right down the middle. And that pushes the lead up to 23. Oh, a dangerous return man showing it here.
And they got to be pleased with this. He brings it all the way up to the 40-yard line.
Even after that big-time return, it's not looking great for them today. But if nothing else, even if the miracle doesn't happen, they can turn to this play and say, hey, we can move forward. Maybe it's a building block for the rest of the season.
And that's caught inside the 35. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. That's good for 28 yards. Operating out of Steeler territory now. Here's first and 10 at the 32-yard line. Now back to throw.
Now he'll tuck this and run.
Throwing right, and that's complete. It'll be a gain of 5, and it'll be second down. You got the big lead defensively. Willing to give him that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
Let's take it in. Isaiah Bond. And he will get enough for a first down, and that will lead us to the 2-minute warning.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. They'll look to throw again. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he is out of bounds, getting it down to the 10. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll leave him with a second and just a few inches left.
A give. Here's Jenkins.
And he's swallowed up right near the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's no gain on the play, and they'll remain a few inches shy of a first with third down looming. On third and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Cleveland. A great effort there with his second touchdown of the afternoon.
And the Browns get a bit closer.
Now the Browns offense will stay on the field as they'll go for 2 here. They'll look to throw. And they don't get it. They tried for the 2-point conversion there, but unsuccessful. So still lots of work left to do, but here comes the onside kick. And they've got it. They recovered it. But hang on now, though. There's a penalty flag down.
Well, CD, you understand. I mean, they're so eager trying to get back in this game here in the fourth quarter, but they touched that one a little too early before it went 10 yards.
Brandon, in such a high-stakes scenario, everyone's feeling the pressure on this play. The special teams coordinator, which one is he going to pick in terms of kicks? Can the kicker execute it? Can the team wait for 10 yards? So many variables, and in this case, they didn't get it done.
Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. On this day, the ground has been his, but at least on that individual play, we just saw the defense finally with a win.
Yeah, they finally got one, and that's a win for them, but all game long, he's seen the holes, and they've been huge for him. Kind of like a baseball hitter in the zone. The ball seems bigger, and he's just whacking it. These guys, they got it going today.
Over the middle into traffic, and that's complete. Now the Browns signal for the second of their timeouts, as they'll get it with just under 90 seconds remaining. And they'll need to get to the 35 if they want to keep this drive going on third down.
Cowboy 80. Dragon 60.
They'll set up to throw.
Rifles one, that's going to be intercepted. Picked up by Jeremiah Owusu-Koramoah. And the Browns are going to take over here up near the 40.
At their own 39-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started.
They were coming off the extra week of rest, but this team started sluggish, and it really didn't get any better from there, and trailing big here in this fourth quarter.
Well, these guys are not going to go out with their tails between their legs. They're going to keep taking their shots until the clock's at 000. But that one, like a lot of others, winds up incomplete.
And second and 10, he'll look to throw again.
Now a run here off the RPO. He'll keep it. Got Dobbs over the middle. And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped.
Good work after the catch. Going to net him 23 and a first.
It's a gain of 23 yards. And the Browns first down.
They'll look to throw. He's going to launch this thing way downfield. That is incomplete.
That's coverage you'd expect to see in a tie game late. Not in a lopsided game like this. They are not letting up.
Now a second and 10.
Back to throw again. He'll let this go for the end zone. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
Looks like they're going to keep throwing to the bitter end. This one's long since over, but give them credit. They're going to go down fighting. That one, incomplete.
Now they face a third and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Again, he'll drop to throw. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. What we just saw there, that's really been a common theme all afternoon.
A lot of pressure. That forced the errant pass. He's been under duress this entire afternoon. He just had to unload that one. He's fortunate it was just incomplete and not intercepted.
And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and that will force a turnover on downs. The D can only stop it one more time as they take the knee.
So it's a win here for the Steelers, and it was thanks in large part to the play of their second-year quarterback.
Yeah, what struck me was how composed he was in the pocket. The numbers weren't spectacular. He had 2 touchdown passes, that's it. But he led his guys on some important drives when they needed it most, and they're going to come away with the victory.
So for the Steelers, they continue to make their case for the playoffs as they move to 9-3. And they'll get to stay home again next week. Meanwhile, for Cleveland, it's starting to look like it won't be their year as they drop to 5-6. And they'll try to rebound next week on the road in Nashville. So for our entire crew, alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Thanks for watching, everybody. We'll see you next.